What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the show. AOR here, and in today's episode, we're back in Icarus. I managed to tame this wolf. This was like my second attempt. I tried really hard to film this for you guys, but it took quite a while, to be honest, to successfully do just that. So, kind of give you a quick tour of the work I've done off camera. I've got like a temporary structure going here with some water storage. We got a Jenny going. It's a biofuel generator. And then I've got the beehive with the small expansion, as well as, I don't even know what that's called, the beehive breeding center. So we've got honey going, bees being made, and should be pretty self-sustainable now. We just have to acquire queen bees in order to generate more of the worker bees. So you put them up in this spot here, and I think it's 0.05 per minute. It generates a single worker bee. It lasts a pretty long time though, so in case you're wondering, yeah, you can get quite a few bees out of just one queen bee. Best way to do that is just run around until you find a naturally occurring beehive, and then just raid it, stab it, take it, that sort of thing. So that's basically it. I'm gonna run the Jenny, let this fill back up to being full. Got quite a bit of fuel left there, so not too worried there. What I'd like to do is try to get this concrete furnace upgraded to the electric furnace. In order to do that, I'm going to need some composites, and I've started working on that, but if I'm being honest, it was kind of expensive. Like, just so you're aware, the recipe calls for 2 iron ore, 1 silica ore, 1 organic resin, and 1 platinum ore. I decided to do this instead of the gold because you can fit 100 platinum ore into one spot, like you can see here, whereas gold is only a 50 stack and it's 2 slots. So that's basically why I opted for the platinum ore. I've got the material processor here, a little flow meter going, biofuel composter, a little bit of kitchen area setup going on with the salt station. I almost said bench. Little fireplace, a little drying rack. Got our cement mixer with almost all of our cement components that we'll need to expand the base. I've already started setting up these pillars where I want to expand the base to, and then all the cement pillars under the base are in place as well. So I just wanted to kind of get as much of the busy, kind of tedious work done off camera as I could. That way you guys can kind of see the fun parts, if you will. I don't really know how fun I should say, but more fun than just standing around waiting for the furnace to finish doing its thing. I'm going to go ahead and start moving some of this stuff over. Just going to grab everything out that I can. Start moving it over to here. I've got the orbital exchange going. As you can see, I've been pretty busy. Like I said, just playing AFK and trying to smelt all that I can, really, just on the downtime. Obviously this isn't all going to fit in here. Just gonna try and get the critical stuff in. The nice thing is though is now that we're kind of at this stage, you don't have to tear the base down. You can just pull out your hammer, select which material type you want to use, and then you can just right click and you upgrade to that piece. So it makes it pretty easy. I'm gonna grab the coal, pick this guy up. I'm gonna go ahead and remove. Actually, let me just feed this guy real quick. There we go. Let me go ahead and remove the previous plumbing job I've done. Excuse me. I've come to grow a little, I guess you could say, agitated by like the whimpering noises they make just running around base. Yeah, playing AFK, just letting the speaker run, you can kind of just hear it whining all night, so that it's kind of annoying. But otherwise, it's been pretty fun having a tamed wolf. He's got some pretty rad skills going too. I've noticed their melee damage is definitely enough. It takes like 2 to 4 attacks from him to like kill a Tyrannus or another wolf. So I just went for physical resistance, health obviously, and then I've tried to lower his like food and hydration consumption. I'm hoping, I don't know if he's maxed out already. He might be. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'd like to, if I can, I don't know how many more skills left he's gonna get, but if I can, I'd like to finish the hydration. That way he and I can just kind of roam around the map for longer periods of time and not have to worry about him dying of hunger or thirst. And then I've crafted a few other things in here as well. I'm probably going to create like a long-term storage facility, just to kind of keep things nice and tidy out of the way. And so eventually I'm going to move these 2 cupboards, and when I do, I'm going to need 2 cupboards to move everything else into. So that's going to be, you know, a bit of a bummer if I'm being honest, but that's okay. As of right now, we just need to focus on this electric furnace. So I'm going to start getting the components necessary to craft this bad boy up. We don't need very much. I think we have the majority of what we'll need on hand already. Ooh, I need one more. There we go. And then we're gonna need like 33 more electronics. So we're gonna need gold wire. A lot of gold wire. Alright, so I moved the dog outside because it's starting to drive me nuts. So he's out here doing wolf things, protecting the ranch and the farm. But I've got some stone and some silica in here now. Try and craft some more concrete. And then it's time to mix more electronics. So I've got a lot of wire going, a lot of resin, and a good amount of epoxy. So we should definitely have enough by now. Make a few extras, and I'm hoping I have enough steel in here. I have exactly 40. So I'm gonna go ahead and craft this guy. I'll probably wait to place it. I'm just gonna get everything kind of situated where I want it to be. I don't think very much is gonna move though, to be honest. I say that though, with the exception of probably this back wall. This back wall is definitely gonna have to move. We don't have much of a choice. And now that this crazy thunderstorm is coming, I think now is as good a time as any I need 6 more, I think. I think I counted 30 walls in total. Man, excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and throw these on my person and just get repairing and swapping everything out. Should probably do these walls. I think you have to grab the window out before you replace the wall itself. I don't know that for sure, but I've heard that. Oh, I just tested it. It's fine. So as long as the walls... Oh, I don't want to do that wall. Oops. I'll just leave it for now. Yeah, we're not going to do... We're going to rip that side out, so there's no point in putting it in now. I'm going to go ahead and do the roof. I've got the platinum lightning rod up there. Just in case the structure gets struck by lightning, we can actually harvest that lightning to our advantage. Okay, the storm is past. I'm gonna go ahead and repair these walls real quick. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna leave these here as like a temporary placeholder. I'm obviously very interested in swapping out these wooden framed windows. Let's see if I can swap this back real quick for the wood. There we go. Sweet. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the floor. I don't know how much it affects what's inside, if at all. Like, I don't know if it like absorbs some of it, or if it's more of like it just pushes everything up. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't look too bad now. But I'm gonna go ahead and start moving this stuff. Can I do a take hole? Ooh, just enough room. Let's go ahead and sort. Okay, we got more room in this one, so I'm gonna throw kind of this stuff in here for now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pick this guy up as well. I've only made bottles and jars with this glass working bench. I haven't done much else fancy with it yet, but I'm looking forward to like making some windows and some nice decorative pieces, I think. Kind of add a nice little feng shui to the base. I have not used this masonry bench. I was going to do just a stone structure, but then I saw the differences in the structure rating. Like stone, I think, is a level 5 tier storm, whereas concrete is level 7, which might be the highest if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the highest rated storm tier. So for the time being, I'm just gonna huck everything in here and just kind of keep steady on the grind. I'm gonna tear out these walls. In the past, I've like built out the rest of the base using wood and then just upgraded. I know it sounds silly, but it kind of just makes it a little bit easier in some ways. And if anything fails, like the structure's inadequate and it crumbles, it crumbles with wood and doesn't hurt my feelings, so it's works out pretty well for the most part. I think I'm gonna throw a window here, and then I'm gonna do wall, wall, window. I'm gonna do a wall. I don't know, it just seems like a lot easier. It looks messy, but I don't know. Yeah, it's just kind of the tactic I've always employed when it comes to base things. Definitely don't have to do this though. I recognize that. Problem is I don't remember which way I did the ceiling. I guess a good test would be to not that way. So that's that way. Okay, we are not going to have enough of these wood ceiling. Should be enough, but we're definitely not going to have enough of these concrete ceiling pieces or roof pieces. So that's kind of the other nice thing too about using the wood, is until I get more, this is going to have to work, because I think I literally have one left. So I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, so I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ceiling pieces. I should be good, if I did my math right, on the walls. Walls look good. I'm thinking this back area right here is gonna be like my power station, water storage, and I might even use like this little 4-piece area for like all things storage. I'm gonna try and cram essentially the 4 cupboards into this one spot here on the floor. That's my intention. Here I'm gonna have like these standing power stations. So I've got the one battery here, but the one I'm talking about specifically looks like this guy right here, the advanced battery pack. So it's basically 4 of those batteries just stacked in a tower. So now it's time to get the electric furnace out, because we have the composites. Is this gonna fit? Oh, it is gonna need power though, is the only issue. So let's get this guy routed to like, I've always hated this part. I was never good at it. I just don't want it to look messy, but it always seems to end up that way, if I'm being honest. I have on the floor kind of like a I'm gonna put one piece here, run it to there, and then from here to, oh gosh, to there. I should have power now. Moment of truth. Oh yeah, it's on. Cool. And then our composites are in here. Excuse me, man. I'm gonna take these 60 and just start with that and see how that goes. I'm gonna fly in some silica here. And we're gonna grab some more iron as well. And I think sulfur, copper for sure. And 1 gold. That should be good for now. Let's go ahead and drop those over to us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we want the 3, 4, 5, the 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Then I'm just gonna grab stone from around here on the island. Yeah, I've raided all the stone I've used. I've just raided from here on the island, to be honest. It's kind of been perfect for, like I said, if you wanted to build a concrete or stone structure, this is definitely the place to do it. I only like moved the edge of stone that's closest to the base over there, just so it was like kind of out of the way. Let me grab a torch real quick for you guys. It's just not so dark. There we go. Yeah, that's the kind of the nice thing about being on this island. There's just so much stone that yeah, if you wanted to, you definitely could make like a huge base with just concrete or just stone. But like I said, I only opted for the concrete because I wanted the higher tier storm of rating. So last thing I want to do is assemble this whole base and have a big storm come through and just destroy the base. So I'm going to grab the silica right now. That should be good. I'll come back and grab that stuff in a second. I've got to route water to this guy. I try to keep it like as hidden as possible. I definitely don't do a good job. I want to see if I can get like kind of that same spot in here as I did before. What in the world? Why does it do that? There we go. Okay, so if I can just get the water from here. Why isn't it letting me do the thing? There we go. To there. Huh. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's not gonna reach. Cool. It's like a jumbled mess in here now. I've never really been very good at like wire management or pipe management. Fortunately, it doesn't look so bad when you're not holding the tool. But yeah, if you ever wanted to see how bad my job is, just pull out your wiring tool and you'll definitely see just how bad it looks. But I think this thing also requires water, so I'm going to hook it up to that guy. And I think optional, I don't know what it needs water for, but I'm just going to tie it in. And then we should be good. I think everything that needed water has it. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and craft up some more concrete. We've got some leftover rebar and some screws. We're definitely going to need to make more of the steel blooms, which is why I grabbed that iron. Okay. How much room do I have on me? Let's dump some of this stuff. That should be good. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab whatever's left in here. Should have enough room. Oh, perfect. Good job. Oh, looks like something broke on here. Yep. I'm gonna probably... I don't know if I'll keep all of this here. Like, I might just enclose the majority of it or make it into concrete. TBD. I'm not sure just yet. We should have our composites done. Oh, we're full. Let me get rid of some of the stuff. We wanted to use this guy. Just needed to make some room. Guess that should be good. Ooh, I need to eat real bad. I'm gonna feed my doggo. Oh, where's the door? There we go. Like I said, I don't know what his max score is going to be, like his max skill. But I'm really hoping I can get him like a couple more skill points at least. So we shall see. It says modifiers 40%. Okay. I mean, that does make sense. The nice thing about this though, guys, is you can actually change from electricity to water and then back again. But the other thing too is you can actually turn on the generator from right here. It's actually really, really nice. Let's get this guy on for a little bit too. Drop to about half. So the nice thing is as well is because the demand is 2,500 and our supply is only 2,000, because we have an excess in storage, I'm still able to power everything until something doesn't need it anymore and we'll kick off. Like whether it's this material processor or even this guy. Like, in fact, I might just shut it off because it doesn't need to do anything right now. So we're good there. I'm gonna throw this extra goodies into here. Let's go ahead and sort it. Cool. And then this is cranking out. We said we needed 5 more, I want to say. Right now we can only do 2. What are we short on? Rebar. So we're actually going to need these. So yeah, the demand is only 1,000 now. And I'm pretty sure that's the water pump outside. So it's almost full. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the water pump. And if we switch it back, now it says our supply is 2,000. And you'll notice our storage is just slowly increasing back up again. So I'm hoping to get to the point where, in fact, we might be able to do it now. I should have had enough on hand. Oh, we need glass. A lot of glass. And we need more electronics still. Damn. Okay. No problem. Let's see, can we craft any wire? Ooh, that's nice. How many of these can I make? I'm gonna need more titanium plates. It looks like that's the first thing I would run out of. So I'm just gonna start crafting those now while we're chilling, knocking out some other stuff. And then wire. How are we on wire? Not good on wire. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, where's the wire? Show me the wire. There it is. Cool. Okay, so while those are all doing its thing, I'm gonna start get that going, and then we need to get these going as well. This thing consumes a ton of power. Like, I think this might be the heaviest draw in the entire house, if I'm not mistaken. I've got the biofuel stove. I don't know how much the other electric stove uses, but I might just stay with the biofuel stove, because like once the generator is replete, it's just in case of emergencies. Like say a bad storm comes through and I can't use my windmills, or it's nighttime and I can't generate any solar, I'll have the power generator in case there's like there's just no other way to generate power. I'm just gonna kick that on so that there's something topping off the batteries. So we're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty close. We just need 3 more of these. 2 more now. I'm just gonna take this. We're gonna need rebar. Not tons more. By the way, this generator is massive. Like, I don't think I'll ever need that much. It does come in handy, though. Cool. Yeah, we should be able to craft, I'm hoping, a few of these. I might even do, like, 1 or 2 batteries just around the base. More like localized power, but I might just stick to these kind of taller towers. I honestly don't think there will be a need for more than 2. I don't want to go crazy. I thought I might need 4, but I don't know how necessary that's going to actually be, because it says it stores 6 million and the max rate for output is 10,000. So I want to say that that's like more than enough, like just that's one piece. Like one of these should power the entire base. So I'm thinking 2 will definitely be more than enough. So I would like to eventually go a 2nd floor. I just don't need to right now. So I'm just trying to get the base like exactly what I want it to be, and then I can kind of like go back out exploring, because it seems like I'm just stuck in this phase of like get the base as nice as I can until it's what I need it to be. Just toss these in there. Let's grab a rebar. So we should need only 2 more, and we should be good. I need epoxy and iron ingot for the trapdoor. Okay. Good enough for me. Let's do this. Okay, we have an entire base made out of concrete now. I've got to say, it feels pretty good. I am pretty happy about that. I was kind of thinking I would... What's this spot look like? That looks like a good candidate, actually. That might work. So, if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to... I should be able to put my water pump right there and then route it basically into the house. So I don't know how I ended up with 9 extra walls, but that's okay. I guess for immersion purposes, we would do that. And then the floor piece that I'd be putting here would be the trapdoor piece. Like that. So I could lift up the trapdoor, check on the Jenny, or excuse me, the water pump, and we should be good, honestly. Like, I just need to figure out, I think it said iron and epoxy, which we have both, so we should be, should be good there. Oh, that might look weird. Is this gonna look weird? No, it actually doesn't look that bad. Yeah, that should be good. I dig. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good at this point. I'm gonna top off that second one. And throw these extras into here. There we go. And then let's see how many of these we can make now. I'm hoping it's enough. So we got 2 of those. I would really like, even if it's just 1 solar panel, it should be enough. So we need 30 electronics and 60 glass. Ooh, we need epoxy. A lot of epoxy. Okay, so if I do this right, I might actually be able to squeeze my cupboards in here as well. So maybe I put it back here? Or should I put the water barrels back here? I don't know. Let's just do like a little bit of separation here. So let's do like as close to the wall as I can get. This way and that way. Ooh, they're like touching basically. Okay, not bad. So I've got these 2. Dude, that's a lot of storage. Okay, that should definitely be enough. Like honestly, if it's not, I don't know. I mean, that's a lot. So I don't know if the battery stays full if I were to pull it off. I'm really hoping it does. I really hate that this draws power when it's not being used. I need to remember to shut that thing off. Okay, so this thing is climbing back up. That's one thing to keep in mind. Is like this thing could drain your entire base if you're not careful. So, just food for thought. Let's go swap the... Oh. This thing is almost full. So I'll let that fill up all the way. I'd really like to move this thing, but before I do, maybe I'll just get fancy with the cable management. It would be kind of nice if I could keep it all outside somehow. I kind of doubt it though, if I'm being honest. I think a spot here would be nice. I don't like to use the P word, but that's almost perfect. And then I'm thinking I'll just kind of route it to the exterior of the home. Sort of like there. And then we'll just kind of route around the corner. Oh, I just got bit by a fish. This is really hard to do when you're swimming. Okay. So if I can somehow get... Oh, damn. If I can somehow get this piece to go here to there, and then here to there, I can keep most everything outside, so that'll be nice. Let's go ahead and reinforce this guy real quick. Damn, I need stone. And screws. I might have enough concrete in there that I don't need to get any more stone, but we're definitely gonna need screws. Did I pass it? I might have passed it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So I think 2 should be good. I've got the walls. Sweet. And then let's go ahead and ooh. We probably should do pillars. If I was smart, we would do that. Hopefully that's not a mistake I come to regret. I definitely don't need 12, but I might do some expanding, so I'm definitely going to need 8, I believe. So what's kind of cool about this here is I basically use the same template for the base height that I have to like make this too. So if in the future I wanted to expand this out one, this could literally tie into the base. So that was kind of the intention there. This thing's gonna be pretty sturdy. I guess if I could have waved a magic wand, this would actually be the powerhouse, if that makes sense. I would put my electrical towers in here. I've got water storage in here already. Yeah, I'd just basically put everything in here. But I've got the bees going. They're still doing their thing, obviously. Crap ton of honey. I thought this thing was on. Oh, Now it is. Okay. So it says if it's on, it would basically split honey into wax, but I haven't seen that yet. I don't actually know. It's been a little while since I've used that thing. But let's go ahead and just make everything into honey. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of like tidy up the space a little bit. We got another storm coming. I'm gonna show you some progress I've made cleaning up like this side of the room. So I tried to move the majority of the wire and plumbing runs to the exterior of the home. You saw me struggle, obviously, with getting most of those attached, right? So as you can see, the network's pretty intense out here, but from the inside at least, I'm gonna be moving all of this stuff here and like redoing the plumbing, the wiring. But in this room, I have a double stacked barrel. I didn't know you could do that. I think that's a fantastic idea. So those two combined, I think, puts me at 300,000 liters of water storage, which is fantastic. So I literally I can either turn on the pump from here, or like I showed you earlier, you can just turn it on from here. So like right now it's on, and it's feeding 1,000 liters total at a time. Is that right? I don't know. Whatever that is. It's putting water in the barrels. Okay. I've got the generator outside going, and it's filling up the 3 power cells. So I've got these 2 advanced battery packs, and then just the 1 battery pack, or 1 battery rack on the ground. And those 3 combined put me at 13 million for storage. That's a lot of, that's going to be a lot, right? So I'm just kind of letting it do its thing right now. I think the cupboards and storage will be in here. I think that's, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the layout of the base. I kind of want to try to keep all of the crafting things to like that side of the base. I just don't feel that it's necessary to like line all the walls in the base with everything to craft. It's just not really that necessary. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. But I really like the way it's set up right now. I've kept most of the plumbing and wire runs to minimum as I can, and then I just have like the flow meter right here on the wall, so I just at a glance I can just kind of check, see how everything's going. So I'm actually pretty satisfied with that overall. I'm just gonna move this stuff around a little bit, clean up the wires, because I just kind of threw it together, if I'm being honest. So now I just like to, like I said, tidy it up, because it looks hideous. It does not need to be that way. Move this up here. Food things. Probably toss that in here. Okay. Well, after a long, tedious amount of time, I have consolidated all of the things in this room into the cupboard room. And then right behind this wall, if you remember, is the power stations, the water, and extra battery. So I'm pretty happy with that so far. Now I've just got to go back through and basically redesign the room. I've routed all the power and electricity around the exterior of the home, with the exception of this wire here, which is the lightning rod. I didn't really see a good way to do it. I could do it on the surface I actually might do that. I don't know if it sticks to the bottom at all. I just routed it this way initially, but I'm happy to change that now. Because seeing as it is, we definitely don't need it. I'm going to leave that guy there, though. There's a few things tying from there into the interior of the home. So let's get on the roof real quick. Here we go. It definitely doesn't need to be fancy, it just needs to be functional. Let's see if I can fit it from here. Nope. Let's go like halfway. From here to there. And then we'll just tie it in from up here to there. So it is a bit of an eyesore outside. I'm going to try and hide this as I get the decorations rolling out and stuff. But for right now, I'm at least happy I don't have to see any of it inside of the house. But the plan right now is to basically put a partition down this side of the room and have all the crafting needs be from like here to that corner to this corner, and this corner to like here in the wall. And then I'll partition all of it. And then I'm hoping to at some point do a second story. I think I like the idea of like having taller walls. And it'll help with the decoration part. I'm really excited to like deck this place out, get some head mounts in here of all the different creatures around Icarus. But as of right now, this is kind of what we're working with. I think I'm going to get some lights going inside of the house as well. I just haven't quite figured out which design of light to go with. I don't know if I'm going to commit to that though, because I might be making this whole roof just like a vaulted ceiling basically in this portion. So I want this space to kind of be like dining room, living room, and then it'll go upstairs into like the rest of the home. So I'll have like a vaulted ceiling above where I'm standing, and then that vaulted ceiling will be like a second story above this area here. So that's the master plan as of right now. If you guys made it this far into the episode, I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. It is free, and it helps to build this channel and helps other people find these videos. Until next time, take care. Have a good day.